So this is a pretty short dungeon if you already have the light arrows. I mean, not, like, tremendously short, but... Yeah, because I always dread this dungeon. Not because it isn't cool, but because it is confusing. For a smooth brain like myself. Yeah, I remember it being kind of long. If you're going for the fairies in this dungeon, it's absolute hell. Which is a shame because you get the best weapon in the game, arguably, from getting all the fairies in this dungeon. Also, someone was saying, Vinny, what's your favorite, dungeon music from Zelda? And I gave, like, a kind of a generic answer, like, you know, Link to the Past. Forest Temple from Ocarina. Stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and say... this might be some of the best dungeon music, too. Zelda 1 has good dungeon music, yeah it does. It just, you hear it so... it's such a short loop that it gets really annoying. But the melody itself is classic, I love it. I love the dungeon music from Zelda 1. I like the Zelda 2 dungeon music. It's San Diego! It's not South Detroit. But, yeah, the loops are just very repetitive. But they're still really, really memorable. And whenever they've done any kind of motif revisit of Zelda 1's dungeon, I've always been very happy. My favorite Zelda music piece overall? The ending of Ocarina of Time comes to mind. Gerudo Valley, Ocarina of Time Overworlds, Wind Waker Great Sea. Oh man. I don't know, man. It's just... I would say on a whole, Final Fantasy, for me, like, has the stronger music per game, but Zelda as a whole, like, throughout the whole series, is... if I had to, like, choose my favorite series for soundtrack, it might be Zelda. Also, because there's so many games, and there's always, like, a couple pieces of music per game. Or more than a couple that are amazing. Someone said, Vinny, do you think it's fair to say that Breath of the Wild had a bad soundtrack, even though the music was designed exactly for the purpose of being sparse like that? It most certainly did not have a bad soundtrack. The Rito music made me fucking, like, tear up. Man, Hyrule Castle. It was just sparse on purpose, because that's what they were going for. You know, if you're playing the game and you're... for like 89 hours, you're gonna get sick of it. But when the piano flourishes come in, you know, there's a lot of them. They're sparse, they're brief, and sometimes you get a little hint of the Zelda theme. And it works really well because it fits the open nature of the game. I would have liked more music. I'm also a big fan of that weird maze theme in that game. Like when you're going through the Lost Woods, I like it. Just perfectly Zelda, perfectly creepy. There's like at least 4 or 5 songs on that soundtrack that are as good as anything else in the series, but there's just not a lot of it. On purpose. Vinny, don't forget the dungeon item. I don't really need it. Wait, should I, soar out of here? Do not soar. Not yet? Where to, Chief? This is one of the fucking weirdest enemies in this entire game. In the entire series. Like a fucking walking Beamos. What's this Kit Fisto meme that's happening now, chat? Why are we lamenting the loss of Kit Fisto all of a sudden? I literally just brought him up. Because, well, I didn't, but someone in chat did and we talked about it. Jerma killed him? Okay. It's treason then. Jerma, why you kill Kit Fisto? Don't do that. Someone said, why is chat obsessed with Jerma? Well, I think there was just a raid, so there's like thousands of people from Jerma stream. That's 1. 2, Jerma's just a really good streamer. Why not? There's a big audio, well, that too. That too. But there's a big audience crossover. We have some similar bits. Though Jerma's the better streamer. Someone said apples and oranges. Alright, that's fair enough. Rats and meats. What's... and mushrooms. Rats and mushrooms. Someone said nice compliment fishing. I was content to let him have that. Until my audience defied my rules and gave me a compliment. But then you brought balance to the force again, so thank you for that. Do I have to jump in this, like, orgy portal? I don't remember this. I don't like it. Oh, I do remember this, yeah. Okay. While I liked the concept of Majora's Mask 3D's, like, giant mask, where you, like, become big and punch, I remember also being quite frustrated. It was a very long fight. Big. I need health. Aren't there hearts in these things? Give me health! I do have a fairy in my inventory, but I should have probably brought another. Heck, check it out. All you gamers these days with your 60 frames a second. Back in my day, we had 1/3 the frames, and we were happy. We were lucky! Yeah, strategy. Vinny, he responded. What happened here?
I've hung up with Vinny in real life. He's a he's a great fucking person. He's a really good dude. He is like, he's exactly like how you think he is. You know what I mean? Just like the most chill dude. The most like just, he's exactly the way that you think he is. Is he taller than you? No, I've got at least 2 or 3 inches on him. He's probably like, he's like 5'11". I'm like fucking 6'2". You know how it is.
On my face. And if you think you see some tear tracks down my cheeks, please, please, don't tell my mates I'm not crying.
Thanks, mate. Well, okay, I guess... Alright, since we're doing this, I'm not gonna... This won't happen too often, but I will say that Germa might be one of the few people I've met that do the things, like go to space and do the other things, that is even nicer in person, and even better in person than you would expect. How's that? Huh? Now it's a compliment competition. Competition. No, he's great. Honestly, we had a lot of fun doing the weird carnival game nonsense and doing the secret technique. Oh, god damn it. Are you what? What the fuck is that shit? Why does it warp me back? Chat, that is fucking bullshit. I mean, okay, fair enough. If you want the game to, like, kill me for going off the, you know, the script, fine, but why bring me back to the beginning? No, but, I will say, though, like, there's a couple people I really enjoy hanging out with in person that I've met through streaming, and one of them is Germa. Kryken's the other. She says, Ross I never really got to hang out with in person, because he was... When I met him, he was really, really sick. This is going back like 3 or 4 years. He was like, con-plagued out. So, of course, my mod's... the best, of course. But, oh, I gotta do the thing. Wow, that's, we just lost a lot of time on this speedrun. But yeah, I met Ross, we didn't really know each other, and... We didn't really know each other, so when I met him, he had some pretty bad con rot. Have you ever met Joel in person? No, I haven't. I haven't met, Darren, Joel, I haven't met a lot of the Vinesauce people, but he's never been to the US, and I haven't been outside the US, so... Yeah, I haven't been outside. One day I'd like to be outside the US, like, I think if anything, I've taken the ability to travel for fucking granted, and now I don't want to anymore. People are saying come to Brazil. Come to Brazil! There's UFOs in Brazil, I can't. There's that video of the UFO, where they're saying, like, they killed E.T., and it was just smoke in the distance, and like a weird, like, carnival light in the sky, and like the video was just ETs have landed in Brazil. And it was just someone, like, put a smoke bomb on the ground. Wow. Oh, that's chill. Oh, and no fairy either. Oh! Oh! This is anti-pog. I don't need the extra fairy. I have plenty of health now, but I still can't believe I got kicked out of the boss room. I probably needed to, like, hit that thing, like, 2 more times. God. What a fucking mess, and then people like Vinny go back to the owl statue. But yeah, without name-dropping too much, I will say, She Says had a party, and a couple people were there that were real cool. And I enjoyed that. Beta 64 is another really good dude in person. Swanky Box. No name drops. I'm not trying to, like, name drop and seem, like, cool, like Kanye, P. Diddy, that kind of shit. Nothing like that, but... Do I have to remove one of these now? Because I did this out of order? I can't- I'm gonna have a fucking conniption. Why? Why do we do this? Why? I like how there's no attempt to explain how Link gets back here like this. Like, they just make him fall, and then it resets and he's good. I've made a lot of mistakes in this dungeon. And it should have been over like 15 minutes ago. Vinny, have you met Michael Vinesauce? Oh yeah. Science guy, right? Is Chat also a cool person? I've met Chat in person, and I'd say they're mostly alright. There's like an 88.9% alright ratio, yeah. Sometimes even like close to 100%. But, you know, it just depends on... It depends on, if Chat's having a good day or not. You know, sometimes they don't bring the good day with them. But Chat's pretty alright in person. Well, Vinny, what's the worst experience you've had with a Vinesauce community member in person? I get that question from time to time, and my answer is always... There's not a chance in hell I would actually tell you that story. And the truth is, really, in person, nothing all that bad. Like, I'm not gonna tell you an embarrassing moment that someone had because they dropped their spaghetti because they were nervous at a convention. You know what I mean? Like, Diarrhea Kazoo was not in person. That was... The dude ordered a grab bag, got the kazoo, which was different than the usual convention kazoo, played it, and said it gave him diarrhea. So, I had nothing to do with that. I did not manufacture the kazoo, nor did I tell the person to play the kazoo. Also, results inconclusive. There's no evidence that the kazoo actually gave the person diarrhea, for real. Which is older, Vinesauce or Vsauce? Thank you for asking that question so I can brag a little bit. No, as far as I'm aware... I started my YouTube channel in February 2010, and Vsauce started theirs in May 2010. That's the only thing that I'm aware of. Like, I don't know if they were around in some capacity before then. Hell yeah, 20 rupees? But the name, my nickname being Vine, and, like, or Vines, was many, many years even before that. And then it was one of my friends that called me Sauce, Vinesauce, probably in like 2004, 2005, and I didn't remember it until 2010. And he probably only said it like twice. So, I don't know, it's just a weird series of events. Well, I got the nickname Vine because my friends and I were playing Mario Party 6, I think it was, and I've told the story 1,000,001 times, but there's a mini game where vines grow out of the ground and you have to climb them. You have to jump from vine to vine, and whoever, you know, is up furthest of the vine wins, but it looked like the vines were coming out of an asshole. Because the ground kind of parted in a very asshole-ish way. So, it was like, you know, you wake up and you call down, Mom, is it okay if it's vines? Honey, what are you talking about? If vines, you know, coming out of my ass? I don't know. We were easily amused. I guess I still am. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? That was Tingle that said that, not me. So anyway, because my name is Vinny, some of you may knew. You maybe knew that. My name is Vinny. Vine and Vinny, Vin, Vine, they sound very similar. So my friends started calling me Vines. Or Vine. And that stuck. Even if they barely called me Vine. But it started with vines growing out of an asshole. Which is about right. On brand. Chat, where can I bottle up some fairies? Another weird statement, but totally accurate in Zelda. Where's a good fairy fountain in this game? Next to all owl statues? Is there, like, an actual, like, dedicated fairy fountain in this game? There's, like, 2? Vinny, you need some milk? Oh, I've got my milk. At the bottom of the Gibdo well. There is a chest right there that you have ignored all of this playthrough. Mate, it respawns. What the fuck? It was worth it to see that. Gibdo- so Gibdo well is where exactly, chat? Get me there. I wanna check that place out anyway. It's not worth it. Gibdo well is not an easy place to visit. You need the Gibdo mask? Alright. Well, these fairies do not actually do anything. I mean, they'll restore my health, but... Vinny, you have the Gibdo mask, though. No. You can buy fairies at the shop next to the bomb shop. Also, it's really nice that I don't have to do the Deku stuff. The Deku scrub. You know, do it every day thing. Whatever that is. The Deku playground, yeah, that's what it's called. Also, why is it legal to sell fairies in this game? I don't approve of this. This is... I'm not into it. Oh yeah, you can actually buy them. And red potions, too. Red potion is full health, right? Three and 3. Is the Fierce Deity's mask among the randomized loot? It's on the moon. There's an option to make the moon loot stay on the moon. I can't do the moon. If you don't enable that, you might get locked out of important items, right? I think so, or you might need to do glitches. I don't have all the masks, no. I won't be doing the cafe quest, I'm sorry. This is, again, this was supposed to be like a quick randomizer stream and it ended up being a fucking full thing, but, sorry everybody. You could watch the, Majora's Mask 3D stream I did, or someone else maybe probably did the cafe and Andrew quest. Yeah, and now I guess we wait as my mayor just hangs out over here. Do you intend to wap alone? I putat mak. There's an I putat mak on the moon, chat. I know what it is, I know where it is. No, I guess no one knows. It's the Majora's... Sorry, I did a Majora's Mask corruption years ago, and it had some really interesting dialogue, including I putat mak. So peaceful. Everything's just peaceful and chill. Vinny, take us to the Ram Ranch one more time? No, I'm not gonna do that. Also, Ramani has the brain scramblies now. It'll make me sad if I go back there. I mean, this could just be Link's job. Like, if he got hired, say Termina wasn't in any immediate danger from the moon, and Link needed a job, they could just hire him to, like, take out the enemies at night. He could just stand here and just, like, snipe them. To keep the roads clear. Actually, these motherfuckers respawn relatively quickly as well. Vinny, would you live in Termina? Clocktown seems lively enough. I don't know where everyone lives in Clocktown, though. I wouldn't live while the moon was falling, but it seems like a pretty chill place otherwise. On the street, in the wall? I mean, there's an inn. There's one inn. Does everyone just live there? The postman lives in his office. It's like everyone lives where they work. Or they just, I don't know, live in the fucking wall or something.